Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yes, today we'll be talking about 4 things that can help you become more attractive. And no, we won't be talking about your external appearance. I personally don't really like how nowadays social media puts so much emphasis on the way we look. It's everywhere. The way people edit photos, the way we take photos really.
Take a photo of me looking confident, looking happy.
In fact, the more books I read and the more people I meet, the more I learn how important your inner qualities are. So in this video, we'll be focusing on a few tips that will help you cultivate those inner qualities and boost your attractiveness. Cultivate self-confidence. Let's do a little experiment, shall we? Look at the way I am filming this video right now. Look at my body language, at my energy, at how happy I look. And now let's just compare this to this. I don't know. Not wanted to film anything, to talk in front of a camera, and who is even gonna watch this video?
I know that no one likes me.
And I think that really proves my theory that people who are confident in themselves tend to be more attractive because they radiate the sense of positivity and security. If you think that I am a very confident person, well, you're a little wrong, because becoming a confident person is extremely hard. It's definitely a work in progress. And there are usually 2 things that help me a lot when it comes to becoming more confident. The first thing is reading self-help books. I love self-help books. I love self-improvement books so much. And the second thing is surrounding myself with positive and confident and successful people. And here I use the word successful, and I'm not really gonna explain what I mean by this word. And I think I'll talk about success in one of my future YouTube videos. So let me know if this is something you're interested in. The book that I often recommend myself and you guys if you struggle with feeling self-confident is You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. Here's one quote that especially resonated with me. The more you love yourself, the less nonsense you'll tolerate. This quote highlights how confidence and self-love go hand in hand. When we have a strong sense of self-worth, we're less likely to put up with people or situations that bring us down. Tip number 2. If you want to become more attractive, you have to keep learning and growing. People who are constantly learning and growing tend to be more interesting and engaging because they often have a more positive outlook on life. They love to challenge themselves. They love to explore new areas. For example, taking up a salsa class or running a marathon. And yes, I'm talking about myself, but this is again something that I constantly work on. I found a super interesting article on Reader's Digest that I now want to share with you guys. In a study between elite singles and Babbel, the world's top grossing language learning app, over 600 singles from 11 countries were asked what trait they found most attractive. Their results were rather surprising. In a resounding win, brains beat brawn hands down, with 93% of participants saying that they would prefer dating someone who can speak another language over a 6-pack. So why am I telling you all of this? I'm telling you all of this because the tip was about learning and growing, and learning a new language is a good thing to do.
Fine, I'll do it.
If you think that learning a new language is something that you might enjoy, go for it. Because as you can see in this study, they have proven that people find other people who can speak a different language a lot more attractive. My take on this study and on this article is that I think the reason why people think that other people who can speak a different language are more attractive is because a lot of us are interested in new cultures. Like, we love learning more things about different countries. We love to travel, we love to meet new people, and that's why naturally we found people from other countries so much more attractive, and especially if they can speak multiple languages, because they seem so unique and interesting to us. But of course, it's just one example. I just use it because I love learning foreign languages. Tip number 3 is be authentic. And I know I need to explain what I mean by the word authentic here, because I think this word is being thrown around a lot on social media. Authentic people are the ones who are true to themselves and they don't try to be someone else. They are not trying to be someone they're not. So embrace your unique qualities and don't be afraid to show your true self. Again, talking about me, for the longest time, I felt so insecure about the fact that I love to spend a lot of time at home. I'm a homebody. I love reading. I love just laying on my couch and watching a good movie or reading a good book. I don't really want to go party and drink and meet up with my friends sometimes because I feel so at peace and I feel so calm when I'm at home by myself. With that said, of course, sometimes I venture out into the outside world because sometimes I get bored of sitting at home. But the point here is that for the longest time, I felt insecure about that, about the fact that I really like being a nerd. And I always try to, stay up late and go to all of those parties that I didn't really like. And then one day I was like, Veronika, what are you doing? Like, you're not supposed to spend your 20s this way if you don't want to, right? The reason why I was doing all of that is because this is how you're supposed to spend your 20s. But I was like, really? I don't think so. And also, guys, I really want you to understand the difference between being perfect and being authentic. The book that helped me a lot here is The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown. It is basically a self-help book that helped me kind of embrace my inner qualities, become more authentic, and understand that being perfect is impossible and it is not something that I need to try to achieve. My favorite quote from the book is, "When we can let go of what other people think and own our story, we gain access to our worthiness. The feeling that we're enough just as we are and that we're worthy of love and belonging." A very, very nice quote. And tip number 4 is take care of your physical health. When I talk about physical health, I don't mean spend hours in a gym every single day or become a pro athlete. What I mean is make sure you eat a balanced diet, you move your body, and you get enough sleep. Obviously, I'm not a licensed professional, so the only thing I can say about eating healthily is read good books written by professionals, licensed professionals. I truly enjoy reading the book, The Plant Power Doctor. This book is divided into 2 parts. The first part covers the science behind the plant-based diets, while the second part gives advice on how to transition to a plant-based lifestyle. My favorite quote from the book is, "The food we eat has the potential to either heal us or harm us. The choice is ours." When it comes to moving your body, again, I can only tell you guys what I do. I cannot give any specific tips or recommendations. I try to just walk. Sometimes I don't have time to exercise or I feel too lazy. So taking a walk is better than nothing. Or, doing stretching, like nighttime stretching before going to bed or right after waking up if this is something you enjoy doing. Talking about myself, I usually do yoga in the morning because it helps me wake up and get ready for the day. And yes, sometimes I also run races. I love running, and recently I started participating in marathons, half marathons, 10Ks, 5Ks, because I truly love being a part of this running community. And finally, sleep. The reason why I sometimes don't get enough sleep is I either watch a movie for too long or a show like Indian matchmaking. I'm obsessed with the show right now. I can't stop watching it. Or I'm just mindlessly scrolling on my phone. Right now, I'm reading the book Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. And guys, this is just my brain explodes every single time I open the book. I recently learned that it is completely legit if you're a morning person or a night owl, because in the past I thought it was just like, it's not scientific, it doesn't make any sense. But this book has taught me that it is 100% legit, scientific, that some of us prefer to go to bed later and wake up later, while others prefer to go to bed earlier and wake up earlier.
My mind is blown.
So I think it's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching it, for learning all of these useful things that will help you become more attractive. And again, when I talk about being an attractive person, I always talk about your inner qualities. If you want to continue watching more videos from me, make sure to click on this playlist. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next video.